look what happens. I stop pressing buttons and forget it. But good morning, good morning. We're going to do a little bit different today. Let's see here. Hey, uh, hey, all. Hit the like button. Hey, gotcha, gotcha. How you doing? Good morning, good morning. I'm going to switch our view so I can give you guys an update on my, and you can see the garbage. Got to clean that up today. Update on my growing plants. What I'm gonna start doing until I can get it replanted, I'm gonna start putting my coffee grinds in the middle of these little valleys. So that stuff, because when I hit a bump, some of the stuff like flips over to the side. But it looks like they're trying to come through. Trying to come through. Ah, trying to come through. Okay, let's go ahead and do the face up front. Yep, but it's all good. Let's see here. Which like to get rid of that one. There we go. It's a little bit better. Go back to the front. Uh, close that. Yeah, man, it's coming out really nice. Okay, I think I need to turn the heat down. All right, let's take a look. Let's take a look here. I actually got a. Let's see here. Okay, I got a story. since we're in since we're in my truck, I'll give y'all give you a truck driving story. Um, I just did a short video. I just did a turn off some of these lights. I just did a short video the other day about backing into a dock. Um, and how I hate going to that place because it's not made for 53-foot trailers. For what I'm finding out from Charles, he was telling me that back in the day these trailers weren't 53 feet long. They were actually like 40 something. In the 40s. I'm not sure what the amount was, but I'll ask him later. So when a lot of these older places that have docks where you deliver to, they are made for smaller smaller trucks and trailers to back into. You know what I mean. So it makes it harder. In the dock that where I had where I really don't like to back into. I remember one time when I was doing it, a guy came out and said, "Look, I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but this is what's going on. You're gonna have to go over that sidewalk." And a lot of these new trucks nowadays have fairings and rubber pieces and stuff, and fiberglass that if you go over the sidewalk, you can tear stuff up. And this place is one of them. And the ground on the other side when you go over the sidewalk is not. It's muddy. You can get caught in there, the whole 9 yards. The place started putting gravel down there, but it's still a pain in the behind to do. And then you got to swing around because you're actually turning, on a road. So I really hated going there. And instead of me being negative and saying, "I'm not doing it, no, y'all kiss my behind." No, I just, I said, okay, I'm gonna deal with it. I'm gonna get in there, take deep breaths, get out as many times I need to get out, and I'm going to do it. So instead of complaining, I came there with a positive attitude. That was the main thing. Positive things attract. Positive attitudes attracts positive things. So that's what I meant with that. But one day I went. I can't remember what state it was in, but I ran into a dock just like that, and it was actually worse. And there was another night truck there, and it literally took me 45 minutes to back into this dock. I mean, I was trying different angles, and I had to when when you hear me say swing around, that means that the front end of the truck is swinging around to the right, to get back under to make it even with the trailer. So when you do that, it this one, if I swung around too at a certain angle, I would hit the sidewalk, and this sidewalk, it wasn't small. It was like a foot. It was like a foot tall. It was tall. So I was gonna tear something up. So after 45 minutes, I finally got in there, and I was like, wow, you know. And I was, I was talking to the other driver. He said it was easy for him because nobody was there. And I gotta say it this way, you know, I'm a hater against my own people, but boy, we're our own problem sometimes. And I came in there, and this guy showing off, blah blah blah. He's talking all this crap, and you could see he's an older gentleman, and he got a young kid with him, and he's been all boastful. And I told the guy that was from my company to the left of me, okay, when you leave, when you need to leave, you ain't gonna make it around me. I will unhook my truck, get out your way, and then you can, and then you can, leave. So I let him know this is what we're gonna do. So when it came time for the guy to leave, this other boastful dude was like, you don't need to do that. I'm gonna get him out of there. And I'm looking like, this gonna be bad. So the guy's trying to leave, and he's trying to show him, and I'm yelling, stop, stop. And he was listening to the dude in the truck, and I finally jumped out my truck, pulled the pin. There's like a pin in the back of the truck that you have to pull to unhook it from the trailer. I pulled the pin, I dropped the legs, and got under the trailer and moved out the way. So I'm in, normal New York fashion. Stupid mother effers, y'all would have hit me, because he was the way the angle that he was trying to turn, he was going to take my whole hood of the front of my truck off. And the black, the guy comes over, and he's black. He goes, excuse me. I said, you stupid mother effer. I told you he can't make it out of there. I had to get out of the way so and he starts talking and smack like he gonna do something. I was like, back off, bro. You was gonna tear this truck. You were gonna tear you guiding him was gonna tear my truck up. And when the guy finally got out and drove off, I went over there. I said, "You all right?" He said, "Yeah." He said, but he had this look like deer. You know how deer in headlights. He said, "I didn't think I was gonna do it." And he said, "Thank you." I said, "Yeah, you'd have tore my truck up, and I'm trying to prevent you from getting in trouble." And the other guy, he just wouldn't let it go. He kept on coming to my door, and I'm being nice and polite. I said, "Man, you don't know what you're doing. You was gonna tear this truck off. There's not enough room. It took me 45 minutes to get in this dock. We had it under control. Oh, I'm a trainer and I know this and I know that and I'm this and that. You could call my whatever. I said, man, I was like, man, shut the f bomb up. And I'm just sitting there. So he goes back to his truck, and what he does was he got this thing, and he puts it on his chest, and he comes back, and he comes back with his trainee, and he he's saying you're being recorded. This is before the Karens and all. I said I'm being recorded. I said okay. Well, let me tell you and your mother effing recorder, and I just commenced to laying on him. And I said, and then I said, now, if you don't leave me the heck alone, if I got to open this daggone truck, this door of this truck, and step out this truck, I'm going to lose my job because I'm going to beat the living daylights out of you. And you could call. I said, call whoever you need to call, but get away from me and my truck, or I'm going to f you up. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you try the polite way, but then you gotta grow a pair. And I didn't want to do that, but I did. And the guy had his trainee next to him. I said, young man, you better watch what you learn from this guy because he don't know what he's doing. He's gonna get you killed. And that's the thing about trucks. You learn something. And you better figure out 90% of what you're gonna learn is when you're out here by yourself. You gotta be cautious, whatever, because you're gonna kill somebody. It's just as simple as that. People be jumping in front of the trucks, they be doing all that. You gonna get somebody killed, and you gonna kill somebody. And I said that, and oh, I'm gonna listen to him. I said, you find another Benz because you're gonna kill somebody. And I meant that, and I mean that. And I said, y'all get away from me. Y'all leave me the fuck alone. And I'm serious because I'm about to come out there and F you up. And I looked them dead. I don't normally look people in the eye. I looked them dead now. I'm about to come out there and beat the living daylights at it. So they get in the truck. Now, these guys actually work at the company I work for. And now he is trying to back into the hole next to me. And so normally when you get close, when you're trying to come around that corner and you get close to another truck and you're backing in the hole, if you hear an air horn, somebody telling you about to F up. See, every time he got close to me, I blew my horn. Every time. So he couldn't get in there. The other truck who had a day cab, he could swing around. He said, look, I'm gonna leave so you get in the hole. The other guy he pulls off, pulls up, pulls out, and goes. So the guy still can't get into the hole next to me to get in. Now he's got two spots. So he's open. He's got two spots, and then he can back in. Still couldn't get in that hole. So he finally gets into the spot next to the spot, which is where the guy got it came out. So I'm just laughing and I'm taunting him. Oh, you a trainer, but you don't know how to back up into a spot. You so stupid and pathetic. And I'm egging him on because I wanted him to say something now, because you big whatever, you big Joe Blow, you super trucker, got your name stenciled on the side of the truck and everything. And I'm saying, come on, it was so funny. And when he finally got in, and I'm just laughing and laughing. And when it was time, and then another guy comes in, I get out the truck and I tell him, bro, you're going to tear stuff up. You're going to tear your truck up. I'll pull out so you have that extra space to swing around. Oh, appreciate it. God does it. He does it, what, 10 minutes. and then he's in the hole. So I'm laughing. I said, yeah, but this one over here think he knows stuff. And then after that, right? But he's so stupid. See, this is how you gotta watch how you say stuff to people. And we work for the same company. And guess what? I know the new the regional safety manager over all of us. This guy holds all our jobs in his hand. Guess what? Because he used to be my driver manager, and we're real close. Even now when I go, last cruise I went on, I came back to the office. I bought him a bottle of something. I told him, man, you got a trainer that don't know what he's doing, and I explained the whole story. He said, "What truck? What truck?" Didn't get the truck, but I said, "I got the trailer." Now. He said, "I'll research it. Thanks, appreciate it." So, in other words, that's what I'm saying. Unless you know you're right, and somebody's trying to tell you something, don't get out there acting like you do the shit unless you're the CEO of the company. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that because I got Charles that he could be on here. He hit me to something. That guy been he's like on 2 or 3 million, no, 3 or 4 million miles doing this mess. But when he said, "Well, you could back in there," nah, man, I'm not. He says I'm not that good, and I done got spoiled because I'm on dedicated. So I don't have to park in the tight things. I get there just enough time that I get back in the hole because nobody's around. When I'm parked in a rest area, nobody was here when I got here. This place jam packed right now. Do you see what I'm saying? So when somebody say something to me, I let them know, well, I ain't that good. I start laughing. I let them know I'm not that good. You know, and that's what I'm kind of getting at. You know, watch what you say, understand, especially in this business, see see the whole picture. Like I could have parked at the truck stop, but it was gonna be a pain in the mind. I'm tired. I don't want to do that. I'm not going over there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going. And I rather go right now. I need to go through a pull through. Pull through means you just pull straight through and then you park in that spot. You see what I mean? And that's where I am right now. You know, and I'm cool with that. The place I got to pick up, that's where you see me not driving. It's really this afternoon, but what I'm gonna do, um, I'm gonna be finished at 6. I'm gonna wait till 7. Then I'm gonna leave at 8, and I'm gonna just look. I'm gonna be acting stupid and say, see what like that. I'm in a bad area. Good morning. Good morning. Mike's hot peppers, but hey, shoot, I'm going. Yeah, I'm going jalapenos and let's see, what am I going? Jalapenos, scallions, and green peppers over here. In an 18 wheeler. I'm gonna be the uh can't can't stop farming, but cooking the food I grow. I'm gonna be something. I'm trying to figure out what. Uh, I'm gonna do a second channel with something that has to do with me trying to grow stuff. I was thinking about yeah, hot pepper trucker or something. I was thinking about getting uh-uh, turn that off. I wonder. I said, why am I getting hot? It's getting a little hot in here. I had the heat on. I was thinking about getting a few trays just like that one there, and uh, putting some grass seed in there and see if I could grow some grass seed while I'm out here, and then transplant it on my yard. Oh boy, because I gotta order. I gotta order the remote for my water hose. Over the road farmer. Yeah, yeah. Good morning, Z. How you doing, bro? OTR farmer. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, but that's the one I'm gonna do. Yeah. uh, yeah, OTR farmer. That's the one. I was looking for that's the perfect name, man. Oh man, yeah, because before we know it, I'm gonna have all kind of stuff. It's gonna look like a jungle in here. Have me a hanging plant from my bunk bed back there. So I had that last year. Last year I had literally um what I was doing. What I was doing was going to Walmarts across the United States, especially when I would head into California. I would go into Walmarts across the United States and look for stuff because a lot of these Walmarts they stop watering the stuff, and I would get flowers, plants, all kind of stuff. I had literally like 20 plants in this truck. I literally had like 20 plants in this truck. And I was getting up in the morning, watering them. I had them tied down to certain spots. It looked like a freaking jungle in here. And I was more at ease with all those plants, even though it was in my way. So I think I'm gonna, start getting some more stuff and just have it in here, you know. And I still have you know, the, the little thing that you use to trim the plants and stuff like that. That's what I still had that in this truck. So what I'm probably gonna do is get some stuff. Well, I don't want y'all to see the lights like that. Get something like that because being a hypersensitive person, I need stuff that brings me down to and keeps me in the neutral zone. We be saying like the twilight zone. I need stuff to keep me in the neutral zone where I'm not happy, I'm not mad, I'm just vibing, like how many grits hum, am I start seeing that, and that's what I get attracted to, and it keeps me on a even keel. That even keel, um, it's like doing this. Um, it's like doing this. I normally, because I'm dedicated. I take my time getting up and take my time driving. I'll be in the sleeper berth 14, 15 hours. You really only supposed to be in there 10. This makes me get up. It makes me get going. It makes me doing this, and it kind of helps because sometimes you want to get they like people say it with your chest, say it with your chest, say you want to get that stuff off of your your heart, stuff that weighs heavy on your heart and things like that. When I woke up, I mean it was storming out, and I was like, okay, that rain is good. It's supposed to be coming towards Georgia, so I'm not gonna be tripping because I'm trying to get my grass seed to start growing before the association starts tripping. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna look at my bank account today. Of the um I gotta order one of the remotes that I hook to my hoses. At least order one for the front and get that going. Then I got two peach trees I need to be watering. I think my lemon lime or whatever. I had something in the back. It finally died off. My grape plant needs to be starts to get water, so that comes back to life. And my hydrangeas. I got about 10 hydrangeas that I, bought on the road, brought them back to life, and I'm bringing them back. They've came back over the years. I need that watering. That she's she hates the well. It brings our water bill up, but it makes our house look good. I'm gonna start putting some money aside here. This is for the water bill, so we don't have no problem. Here, dear, this is for the water bill, so we don't have no problem. Um, I need to keep remembering that because my mind be all over the place. You know, that's why the house manager, the boss lady, we talk about all this stuff about who's running what. I'm the head of the house. Yeah, I'm the figurehead, the one who's really running things. Hey, hey, good morning, boss. Hey, one who's really running things is is in Georgia, back in Georgia right now. Hey, we always say the one who's really running things. Yep, it's the one who's really running things. But I'm also getting trying to come up with some new ideas. Good morning, Don't Hurt Tops. How you doing? How you doing? I'm actually not driving right now, so people probably wondering what how you how you doing that? No, I'm not driving. I'm just sitting here and waiting and figuring out my next move. But that's all right. That's okay. Have me some coffee. Man, man, that stuff is good. That stuff is good. Um, um, okay, let's get back to. See, I write stuff down. Let's see here. Good morning, Armstrong. How you doing? Let's see here. That's now that Armstrong's here, I need to clarify a few things. See, Armstrong thinks that I'm so off the I get off the deep end when I start because I get on his channel. It just start going buck wild about cruising and about the kids and all that. I was just saying that on your channel. I don't act on anything. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I'm actually more quiet. Charles is in. He's in there. He's in the he's chat. He'll tell you. Me and him, I'm more mellow because my wife will reach over and give me that look, and I ain't trying to mess up the rest of my cruise. I'm not trying to be in the doghouse on the rest of my cruise. I know when to shut up and be quiet, and be mellow. Because we did a we I had paid for these cooking lessons, and my wife, she don't play when it comes to cooking, and she commenced to getting pissed at me, and I have it all recorded. I have it recorded. It's even on YouTube. You can listen. She was you do this, do that. She's barking out orders. I know who the boss is. She the boss, but don't be barking out orders because I'll buck up. I'm not the one. And you do this and you do that. And Charles and his wife on the other side. So we gonna tell next time they gonna be right next to us because we gonna be laughing and whatever. And I'm gonna have some secret drink there to calm my nerves because it was a hot uh, it was a hot mess. And it like one of the things was they had measured out stuff, and one of them it was something on toast, and it was a lot of salt. I put some salt on it, and she said, "You supposed to put all the salt on it." I said, "No, you're not." Yes, you are. And I was like, "Okay." I put all the salt on it. It was a lot, and when it was time to taste it, oh, this too salty. And I'm looking like, you know what? I, you know what? I'm not I'm not trying to add to this. I said, I said, I ate it. And I even ate it, and I was at yes dear mode after that. So I'm like, nah, nah, nah. But we're getting ready. We're getting ready to go on the Carnival Mardi Gras, and I think we're down to what? It's Friday. I think we're down to 2 weeks now. We're gonna be heading out. I remember. Okay, of course, I got to go into a tangent. I remember not ever having a vacation. Now we do two. We're doing two, and actually, it's going to be well. Yeah, we do two a year now, and I am blessed to say that I can't wait. I don't have no money, but I can't wait. We got $700 onboard cruise credit. That all that gonna be used. Um, we we're gonna have some a little bit of alcohol coming with us one way or another. I'm gonna say it that way. I'm not gonna admit to anything. No, 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 not to the Mardi Gras. We're going on the Carnival Mardi Gras. But me and Charles are talking about we're talking about going to Mardi Gras. I think we said next year. I don't know if he's still in the room. Mardi Gras is a trip. I'm gonna tell you right now. Some of the bars they have a buy one beer get three free. They trying to kill you. And I remember when I went with my wife and I bought. I said, let me get a Bud Light or whatever. And he came out with four beers. I said, what's this? I only wanted one beer. He says happy hour. You get buy one get you know three free or something like that. And I was like, oh crap. And I'm walking over there with four beers in my hand. My wife can't stand me drinking, period. And she gave me this look of death. I'm like, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Good morning, good morning. And I'm like, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. I only ordered one beer and he gave me four. Oh man, I was in so much trouble. I'm like, crap. And the thing about yeah, it's fun. The thing that's why hey Charles, we going back. I think we need to look at that for February next year. Um, the the crazy part about that, I was telling Charles, is when you're out there during the parade, they don't like when you're saying you're waving, hey, trying to get their attention. You're saying, hey, 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 throw me a bead, right? Yeah, it's crazy. Throw me a bead. Those people that are on those floats, each float is like let's say, I'm gonna say it like this, like a motorcycle club. Most of those floats are so high tech they actually have a bathroom on the float. And the people that are throwing that stuff at you, 9 times out of 10 are not sober. They are actually drunk as all get out, and they're having a ball. And when they throw something at you, don't think that they're throwing it lightly. Half of those people are ex college baseball players. They're throwing to take your head off. And when we started realizing that, because we like, hey, give me a B, give me a B. And you could, you know, I would hear something go past your ear. It was going so fast past my ears and hitting this fence behind us. And we done got it down to I was the lead person, you know, screaming, hey, hey, and they was throwing it, and I'm ducking, and my wife was moving out the way, and it's hitting the fence, and she's grabbing it, picking them up, and we put them on our neck. They were throwing it that hard, and it's so funny. Yes, it was so funny because when I realized how fast they were throwing it, because you know how you reach out to grab one, the guy didn't just throw one bead, you know, one necklace. He threw the whole thing in one big old bag. He threw the whole thing, and I swear, I promise you, he's trying to take my head off. And I ducked, and you know, I'm ducking like, you know, like you know how you play dodgeball, you waiting to see which way is it coming from, and yo, it was so funny. I'm gonna post it on my community community tab. You can see how many of these that we got that way. It was freaking hilarious. And that's all you do. And then if you don't want the bees, then another flatbed actually drives by when the parade is over, and you throw the bees back onto the flatbed and wait for the next float to come through. It's freaking it's hilarious. And it's one of the things that I always wanted to do. I remember when I first met my wife, I said, you know, I gave her this bucket list of stuff that I wanted to do. And she said the read, you know, she talked, you know, when people talk, the reason I was attracted to you is because, you know, I've always wanted to do stuff, and every time I say something to you, you don't say no. Because literally was like, I've never done nothing, so I want to do it, you know. And even when even when I don't want to do it and say I ain't going to do it, you see me show up. It's because she asked me. My wife asked me to do it. I'm going to do it because she asked me. I'll do it because if like you know Charles say, hey, let's do this. I ain't doing that. And then next thing you know, I'm walking right behind y'all. You know, you know this that's why he be laughing. I know he laughing right now. I ain't doing that. Like when we went hiking, it, we went hiking down the goat trail. You know, in the back whatever. I ain't doing that. And guess what I'm doing? I'm walking. I'm walking. See, why am I saying that? Guys, life is so short. You gotta start doing some stuff. You know, we so used to working. You know, so you're so used to being in survival mode that you gotta take time to take a breath, take a break, take a moment. You know, and figure out. Even if you can't afford something, try to find something you can afford and do that and have fun with it. You know, you'll just never know how invigorating something can be. You're like, man, I've always wanted to do that, and you didn't have the gonads to do it. And then you finally decide to do it. Um, we're going to Costa Rica in July. There's more YouTube videos. Uh, but he always, the host of that, always got to find something crazy to do. But I'm with it. You know, there's like this long water slide, and you can find it on YouTube. That thing, man, that thing, you know, is going all that. Whatever you gotta have knee pads and a helmet on a water slide. But hey, I'm with it. I might make sure I get my travel insurance, but I'm with it. We went, and before that we went four wheeling. and that was a hot mess. That was funny as heck, but we had fun. And you got to, especially when you get older, most of the people that come into mind, average in, 30s, 40s, 50s, you know, guys, you got to start doing stuff. Have something, a good memory back here that you can look back towards and say, hey, that's, I did that. Hey, I did this. I did that. I did this and that. So even you can tell your grandkids, hey, grandpa lived a little. you know, uh, I can, I can honestly say, I think I've been on all the states except for Hawaii and Alaska. And we're going to fix that soon. You know what I mean? Oh, that's what it's called, the jungle slide. Yeah, it's gonna be, but it makes you appreciate more each morning when you wake up. I remember I used to wake up in this thing, and it was just doom and gloom. Now I wake up, hey, well, okay, I gotta make it to the next place. I got bills to pay. I got things I want to do. You know, we going on the Mardi Gras. I gotta have some spending money. You know, just stuff like that. You know, we all kind of always, just like, I don't know if Armstrong does it, but I know I do it. I always take 90% of my wardrobe. I might need this. I might need that. I got about 22 pairs of underwear. I might have to change my underwear in the middle of the day. This might happen. I got like 8 pairs of sneakers, 4 pairs of shoes. I always overpack. And I don't know why. And I'll be saying it every time I'm coming back from this cruise. I'm not doing it this time. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And then I always overpack anyway. I can't wait because I'm gonna be doing early morning my early morning talks. We're gonna do that on the boat. We see if we could find a spot that we could go to in the morning because a lot of people won't be up that early, and see if we could, uh, if we could do that. I really don't want to pay, but we're gonna have to. But I want to keep working at this because I'm working on my watch time hours and stuff like that. Um, I'm going to be watching my. I'm going to be. Yeah, okay, I'm going to say this. I might not do it. I'm going to be watching how much I eat on the boat, which is going to be really hard. So when y'all see me stuffing my face or whatever, please, don't charge it to my heart. But I'm gonna be letting it loose. And but I'm gonna just take more time and look at the sky, look at the water, and enjoy it. I might be spending more time in the adult section. So like Warren Strong says, I won't be. Yeah, that's what I do. Oh man, my suitcase be so heavy, and I had hernia surgery years ago. I'm like, oh, whew. Be like a big suitcase and a small one, and then the one of those garment bags, and I'm like, I'd be bringing the whole world with me, and don't wear half of it. The problem when you're going on a cruise is everything. 90 no I say 90% of the food is free. They have they have the certain certain specialty things you got to pay for, and I ain't paying for. But 90% of this stuff is free, and you got a lot of things that you can do. But what we're going to be doing is, you know, we, I do this for her, but I'm gonna try to get out there early. We go on the walking path, and it didn't go to breakfast. It depends on how many when breakfast is open, because I might be a first, second, a third breakfast by the time my wife gets up. But I'm going to try to keep an eye on that. Yeah. I'm gonna try. I said try. I'm gonna try. Um, it makes you think. Um, you know, uh, we always have these people that say, God isn't there, and there's no such thing, and so forth and so on. But if you look at the little things that God has done in your life, and in my life, it's something subtle. The subtle things is what He knows I need. And all I ever asked was, again, I say it all the time. I just needed to have a purpose. I needed to have some fun. I needed to have enjoyment in my life. And he was like, okay, you asking to live? I'm gonna put this crazy mother effer in your life that's gonna do something. I always be bragging about you, Charles, and you in the chat right now. I always be bragging about you. And he's like, well, let's do this. And and, and I always look up. I say, you know what, God, you got jokes. But he said, but you asked for it, you know. Because I find out this nut job on his birthday, he like to do crazy stuff. Every birthday, he be trying to outdo himself. And I'm telling the truth. We went what was that daggone thing? If y'all look at my community tab, I think I left the link on my community tab, and it said it was to the zip lining, up there in Tennessee. Well, we went zip lining right after a snowstorm, and the first zip line that we went on, the guy said, "Oh, this one, it only goes by the top speed is like 55 miles an hour." 55 miles an hour, and we're just going to with this. We're going to be slowing down with this leather glove. We lean on the back of the cable with this. The guy gave us a glove that you put on your hand, and with a big piece of leather glued to it, and you're supposed to lean back on it. And I remember when we were coming in, you would come in, you had to pull that to slow down, and then you get out, you get off. You're doing 55 miles an hour, and doing this after a snowstorm, ice is coming off the cables, banging me in the face. I'm like, what the hell am I doing? And I get off, and I'm like, okay, I'm done. My leg is shaking. I got that little kid leg shaking, probably almost peed my pants. And I'm like, I'm looking for a path or whatever to walk down this freaking mountain. I said, I'm done. Then I see my wife comes in backwards, smiling, slow down, get off, and I go, and thinking to myself, man, I gotta grow a pair. If this woman doing this backwards, and I'm scared to death, I gotta grow a pair. And then Charles comes in after that, and he didn't slow down. And that was the funny part because I could hear him coming in going, this going this gonna hurt. Oh, snickerdoodle, And that's when the guy, I don't know, he came out of nowhere. There was like this rope that he had to actually lean into, and it's like a break that he could do, and he literally leaned into it. But what we everybody didn't notice is there's a pole right there with this big padding on it, and you can see Charles with his feet out like, oh shit, it's gonna hurt. And the guy he leaned into it, and I'm like, what this fool done got me into? But afterwards, and I was guess what, guys? I was the first one to go every time because I said if I don't go, I'm not going. If I don't go first, I'm not doing it. And I just kept on, I kept on, I made it through. And this is what I'm saying. You have to have those people that's gonna push you to get some of the things in life that you want to accomplish, push you through and get you through it. You know what I'm saying? Come on, Miss T. Welcome in, welcome in. You got to have someone in your life that's going to have your back. You got to have someone in your life that's, that you can confide in. I remember, we hooked up after the accident where I almost lost my life. And I said, I got this problem. And he's like, oh, don't worry about it. Yeah, I'll help you through it. But God was saying, no, you ain't going to help him with that. What he really needs is a friend. And that is what I cherish. When you got friends that will push you to that point of, not push you to do dumb stuff, but push you to bring you out of certain things, bring out the best in you. You know, I, this guy brings out the best in me because I wouldn't be married if it wasn't for him. Because I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna say this and that. And no, don't do that. Whatever you do, don't do that. What the hell is this person? Somebody's gonna pull up in front of my truck. I always get the crazies this early in the morning, you know? Good morning, welcome in, welcome in. You get this, you need that person that's gonna bring out the best in you. It could be, and it could be not just one person, it could be other than more than one person. People that's gonna bring out the best in you. But God will put those people in your path. You just gotta recognize their names, the places, and what they're. No, he drove off. You gotta watch it around here. The people see lights on or whatever. You got to realize it. You got to see it with these eyes and your spiritual eyes. You got to see these people are here for this person is here. These people are here for a purpose. They're here for a purpose in your life to help you out. Here for a purpose to set you on the right path. Here for a purpose to guide you, to show you. A lot of you women don't understand. Most of us men, we're not taught to be men. We had to figure that out. So if you find somebody that figured something out before you do, and they let you know, hey, don't do that. Been there, done that. That don't work. Oh, gotcha. I'm not gonna do that then, because I believe you. I didn't believe the textbook, but I believe you. You see what I'm saying? Hey, good morning, Blue Chicken. How you doing, buddy? Um, that's the nitty gritty of what I'm saying I think I'm gonna do. When I get back in, I'm gonna do like a thing like we're gonna have a daily motivational moment, and we need that. I always need that. You have a daily motivational moment. You know that where someone is there. If anybody ain't there, no, hey, send me an email. I'll talk with you. You know what I mean? I'll let you know. But technically, I ain't allowed. I'm not allowed to be talking to no daggone women. I'm just letting y'all know. My wife thinks she jealous as heck. So oh yeah, exactly. Dry. Hold up. Let me do that. Banner. Let's see. I just get talking and talking and talking. I'm not. Hey, guys. I'm not used to having more than Mike and Charles in my live. So, but if you hit hashtag can't stop, if you hit hashtag can't stop, you drop your link, and then y'all hook up. But these are the things that has helped me in the last couple of years, and in the last these last 8 years have been wonderful, guys. And now I call y'all my YouTube. Y'all it's too late. Y'all are my YouTube family. Let you know y'all appreciate it. You know, y'all are my YouTube family. I can add y'all to the mix because when I feel down, I'll be at one person's channel. They laughing and giggling. Wanda be like, "We're walking in the talking. I'm walking in the talking," and and you hear that positive reinforcement. You learn something about budgeting, and I'm like, man, yeah, I hear you, Wanda. I do need to save that money, but I want to go buy this. But no, yeah, I do need to put that in the envelope, put it over here, or or look, Mike got me out here planting stuff. You know what I'm saying? Oh, why? I got new people in here. Let me show you. I'm gonna show you. That's my garden. Hey, what did we say we was gonna call me? Uh, over OTM OTM Gardener or something. Hey, Mike, what did we say that I was? I'm trying to get that page. Over the road gardener, something like that. Yeah, yeah. That's gonna be my second page. Over the road, OTR farmer. Okay, I gotta write that down. My old behind. That's gonna be my second page. I was looking for a name. OTR farmer. OTR OTR farmer. uh, OTR farmer. Hey, I'm gonna grow them to maturity, harvest them, and then we go cook something on the truck with them. Can't beat that. You know what I'm saying? Can't beat that. But hey, guys, we done came. We done came. We done conquered. We done did a whole hour. We talked about cruising. We talked about foolishness and a whole lot of nothing. And then we talked about uplifting each other. And I will always and try to leave you with this. If you think nobody loves you, God loves you, and I love you too. Y'all have a nice day. Be blessed. Drive safe. Be okay. Be okay out there because you know it's hey, I say this: peace and chicken grease, and know that if Nobody loves you. I love you, and God loves you also. Peace out. Deuces.